Let's go. What's the deal, my guys? This is the breakdown. Canelo versus Crawford, the breakdown. The reason why I'm making this video is because I made my first video on this channel and it got 68 comments. It was a lot of back and forth between, the presser in, I believe, New York, between Canelo and Terrence Crawford when Crawford walked him down, and it was a lot of back and forth between what others perceived. And I just want to go a little bit more on this this mega fight. All right, I want to speak about the final press conference. I want to go ahead and break down the fight from my perspective and my lens, and then I want to speak a little bit about Crawford's bout at 54 versus Madrimov. All right, so when I made that video, I want y'all to understand something, and I want to be very clear. There is a such thing as psychological warfare when it comes to battle, when it comes to war. So at that press conference in New York, what I wanted y'all to understand is that Crawford is a dog. He is a dog, homie. Like, bro walked him down like, bro, I ain't scared of shit. I ain't scared of you, homie. Like, bro, I done been shot. I done came from the hood of Omaha as a black man, and I done came from struggle. I ain't scared of nothing. So that's what I wanted to share a little bit more in that video, was that, man, this is psychological warfare. So I seen the final presser, and I would say this. I would say for the most part, they both believe in their skills from what I can see. I don't see too much of one being afraid of another, though I would say Canelo looks slightly uneasy at times and things like that. But for the most part, I would agree that they believe in their skills. But again, you messing with a brother that has to prove himself. He come from struggle, and you trying to play with his name. If you a brother, you know that we out here on our own, and we really struggle, and we go through things alone, and we go through it hard, and we don't ever get our credit no matter how much we fight and how much we win. It will always be some type of excuse. It will always be some type of hatred. It will always be someone trying to be like you and do the things you do, but not give you the credit because you are you. And that's the thing. So when Terrence Crawford says, I'm going to stump a mud hole in your ass, I kind of believe him. You know what I'm saying? You can't help but to start to believe him. Like, bro, that came from the pits of his soul. And the reason why that's taking place is because Canelo's sitting there with his belts, smelling himself a little bit, as he should. But just be careful, tread lightly, because you ain't face nobody like Crawford, and bro ain't playing with you. When a brother tell you, I'm gonna stump a mud hole in your ass, that's different. And what I do notice is that Canelo do feel like he got to prove himself a little bit. You can see it in the face-offs. Like, he feels like he got to prove himself. Like, he tries to make his energy felt a little bit more, and Crawford just sit there and he's just like, almost like, I don't take you serious. Canelo plays a lot to the crowd, and you could tell he's just mimicking what social media says, which highlights that he's not being real and direct to Crawford. He's mimicking to the crowd. He's pleasing the crowd. So I don't know how serious he's taking this fight, but he better be taking it serious. Because what I tell you is this. If Crawford could take Canelo's punch, it's a wrap. The speculation is, can Crawford take Canelo's punch? That's what the world doesn't know. But I'll tell you this. If he can, it's going to be an easy victory for Crawford. But yes, that's the question. Can he take Canelo's power coming up? Knowing that Canelo a big puncher and all that type of stuff. But on the flip, let's not forget, Canelo got good upper body movement for sure. But he's pretty flat-footed and things like that, and he can be touched. And everyone likes to say, oh, Crawford ain't no triple G. He ain't, Canelo fought 200-pounders and things like that. But here's the thing. Yeah, you're right. Crawford's not triple G. He's not Jacobs. He's not Berlanga. He's like a B-Vol type puncher, but faster and snappier. Canelo ain't seen nothing like that. I'm not saying that Crawford punches are heavier than B-Vol. What I'm saying is they come from different angles, faster and snappier. We don't know how Canelo gonna take Crawford punches. Let's be fair. Because Crawford doesn't punch like a regular puncher. He punches in different angles, bro. So I want to wrap it up with this. Everybody keep bringing up the Madrimov fight at 54 and things like that. Not understand. But what you got to do is take these things into consideration. And I would say this. Terrence, from what I've noticed, has trouble with herky-jerky type fighters. I noticed this when he fought Sean Porter. And it's because it's a lot of movement, off balance, and rhythm and things like that. So he struggled with Sean Porter. That's what I see, or that's the reason why I was live at the fight. I seen him, he wasn't necessarily struggling with Madrimov, but he just didn't look the same. It was a very high-paced chess match. But that's the reason why I think that he didn't look incredible how y'all want him to look. It's simply because I think he has trouble with herky-jerky fighters. Is Canelo a herky-jerky fighter, or is he a more flat-footed fighter like Errol Spence coming forward? Yeah, I said he's decent with the upper movements and things like that, but he has slowed down a lot. And he is a lot more flat-footed, which kind of gives me glimpses of Errol Spence. Hey, so it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I'm looking forward to it. But I tell you this, man, Crawford's doing what hasn't been done. You have to know that it's points in history and humanity where things have not been done until they have been done. Is a such thing as breaking barriers. And I think Crawford understands his greatness. And I believe in him because he believes in himself. You feel me? And of course, as a black man, others are going to continue to try to discredit him, diminish his greatness, similar to how they did Floyd. But you got to appreciate the real ones. You got to appreciate the real ones. Nonetheless, we're going to see September 13th. I'm excited for it. And we're going to keep talking about it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.